Welcome to the WNBA Picks and Plays edition. My name is Abby for Sunday, May the 25th. We have 4 games to go over with you on this Sunday. Again, all the picks and plays are provided by oddslogic.com. It's regarding the line moves, totals. That's oddslogic.com for the picks and plays. The first game we're going to look at here is Connecticut at Atlanta. So let me pull the screen up here. Connecticut at Atlanta. This one opened up at -8, total 159. It's gone up to as high as it was 10. We're now seeing a 9.5. It was at 10 before, now 9.5. So it came down. Total's at 158. Let's see here. So look at where the public and sharps are for this game. Public's on Connecticut, and they are on the under. Connecticut on the under in this game. So we'll look at the injury report for this game. We're going to take a look at the injury report. Is this Jordan Canada again? That's the only injury right now. Keep in mind, Atlanta played yesterday. They're on a back-to-back. Connecticut had the day off, so Atlanta's on a back-to-back. Keep that in mind. And it's 9.5 right now. Let's see. It was at 10 and it dropped. Let me see. Yeah, now it's 9.5 down to 9. So the total's dropped as well. For me in this game, let's look at the matchups here before in the past when they played. So it played 4 times last year. 1 and 3 to the under. Well, the only way I can look in this game, since the total is dropping, it was a significant drop too. Let me see. It dropped to 158. Now 157. We're seeing some 157 start to come up. Yeah, the only way to look in this game is the under. That's the only play for me in this game, under 158. So you got to shop around, get the best number. Right now it's going to 157. I would still take the under. The last 3-4 meetings between these two teams is 1 and 3 to the under. In the last 4 meetings, so I would go with the under here. And don't forget, Atlanta they're playing on a back-to-back, so they may not be they may have some tired legs after playing yesterday against Dallas. So I would definitely look at it under here, under 158 if you can get it. If not, take the 157.5, 157 under all the way. I like the under in this game. The second game I'm looking at here, this is game number 2. We're going to look at Las Vegas and Seattle. This one here opened up. Obviously, Vegas is favored. They're on the road. It opened up at, let's see, 4.5. Vegas 4.5. Total 162.5. Now we're seeing it all the way to 5.5. It's gone to 5.5. Totals, it was at 162, down to 160. We're even seeing at some books 159. So it's actually dropping a bit. It's actually 159 now. So it's like it's Vegas. And there's a bit of resistance now. Now we're seeing a bit of resistance with the over-under. So there's a bit of resistance with the total, but the public's all over Vegas at the 5.5. Let's see here. Let's look at the injury report first. I don't think there's any major injuries, but we'll check. Mainly what it is, I think it's the same as before. Megan Gustafson for the Las Vegas is out with the leg injury. Candace Parker-Taris is out personal reasons. Katie Samuelson's out for the season with a knee. So those are the injuries. That's it. Let me look at a good angle here for you guys. Let me see if I can get a good angle on this game. Let's look at a good angle here. As for the WNBA, let me see. We need a good angle. Let's see here. Need a good angle for this one. Let's see. For me, the best angle is to take the LA Sparks in the first half. I would take them in the first half, -2.5. I think that's the best. That's the best approach for this game. LA Sparks -2.5 first half. I think the Sparks start fast, get off to a fast start, and jump all over Seattle, in my opinion. So that's the best angle for me in this game. -2.5 first half. As for the total, nothing on the total. I have nothing on the total. I'll just take -2.5 Vegas first half. I like that angle better. Yeah, that's the best angle. That's the best way to play this game. I would take that. All right, so that's game number 2 that we went over. Game number 3 is going to be Chicago and LA. I have a client play on this game. I do have a client play. Well, let's look into this game further. It opened up here. LA -5, total 162.5. This is in Los Angeles. And now LA opened up 3.5, excuse me. Total was 159.5. Now it's gone to 5.5. It's actually dropped to 5 now. And the total is 160. We're seeing at 160 right now. Actually, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry about that, guys. Looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. It's 5.5 is at 5 now. And the total now is we're seeing some 163s. Only at one book though. Pinnacle has 163.5. Everybody else is 162. So right now the public's on Chicago and the under for this game. All right, so let's look at the injury report and see what injuries are there for both these teams. So as you know, Ray Burrell's out with a leg injury. Cameron Brink's out with a knee injury. So both are out. Chicago healthy players. No injured players there. Now for this game here, the matchups here. So last year they played 3 times. Let's go here. They played 3 times last year. 2024 3 times, basically 2-1 to the over. Chicago covered all 3 games. They covered 3 times against these guys. They covered as favorites. They've been covering. For me in this game, I'm gonna take a look at Chicago and the points. I like Chicago here. I'll give you Chicago. Chicago +5. Again, Chicago's in a situation. I know LA is coming off a loss to Washington. I realize they lost to Washington. I understand that they lost to these guys. Yeah, they lost. Actually, sorry. LA's lost 3 straight games. Excuse me, they lost 3 straight. They lost to Minnesota. They lost to Phoenix, and they've lost to Golden State. So Chicago definitely is the play here. Chicago to me, they got a chance in this game. Chicago has a chance in this game. I'll take Chicago on the points plus the 5. I'll take Chicago. I would go with that. I mean, LA's lost 3 in a row. They're in a vulnerable position, just like Chicago. It's a toss-up game. I think 5's a lot of points. I know Chicago's been pretty bad, but but I still think it's a lot of points. And I think Chicago has a chance to maybe possibly win this game, but I would take the points +5. I like Chicago. I take Chicago and the +5. LA's last 3 straight. I gotta take Chicago here in the points. They got a chance in this game to keep it close. I wouldn't be surprised if they won the game, like I said. But that's the way I'm going to go for that game. Like I said, I have a client playing on this game, just to let you guys know. Last game we're going to look at here, Washington and Phoenix. So Washington, Phoenix, this one here. Open up -7 Phoenix, total 162. It's dropped now to all the way to 5. And the total is down to 159. That's a big significant drop. Wow. That's what we're seeing here. Let's see here. See where the public and sharps are for this game. They're all over Washington. And the under in Washington. They're on Washington and the under. That's interesting. Injury report for this game. So you see here, Kalia Copper's out with a knee, Max out with a back, Aaliyah Edwards is out for Washington, Gia Amor is out as well. So for this game here, for me, I'm going to take the under. I like the under in this game. Washington has trouble scoring. They only average about 70-something odd points per game, and now they got to go on the road. That's pretty much what they're averaging right now. So, and then you got to go on the road. They're basically on the road. Washington's on the road, and in 2 games they're averaging about 75 points in 2 games. You have that one game they scored 90 against Connecticut, but now you're playing a good team in Phoenix, and you see how they struggle against Vegas. Only 70-something points against Vegas, and then the Valkyries, they scored 74. That's a franchise team. Now you got to face Phoenix. Yeah, I like the under here. I don't think Washington's going to contribute. They're not going to contribute enough points for this game to go over. Phoenix will do their part, but Washington won't. That's why I like the under. Remember, Washington's only averaging 75 or less points on the road. They haven't scored more than that, so that's why I like the under. Those are the 2 reasons why I like the under. And that's it. That's those are all the plays for the WNBA. We've covered everything. Thank you for joining me. Again, whether you fit or follow these picks, it's up to you. I just look at the games, make my assessment, make my choice, and I go with what I like. But good luck to you guys. I hope you guys cash some tickets and have a big day. Go below go to sportsmumbo.com and go to Abby Sports Picks. I have 4 client plays. I have 1 play in the NBA tonight. I have a client play in the WNBA. 2 MLB plays. That's sportsmumbo.com, Abby Sports Picks, to take advantage of my picks and plays for today. Again, we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to discuss the OKC Minnesota game. Until then, good luck to you guys. Have a big Sunday. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Good luck. Let's cash some winners. Peace. I'm out.